As you move your body, stay with your breath. Notice how you feel inside your body. Tonight's Dharma talk is about connection with yourself and others through Zazen, or stillness and silence. And the connection through sitting together in Sangha without words and being connected from the hara, where there is no separation from the ego of I, them, we, that it's a unity between this group of people sitting here in Sangha together, all the way in Maui and Waimea, that you can actually viscerally feel inside your body. And so to pay attention to that sensation or feeling that is happening, of that connection between all of us over and over and over again. It's happening all at once. One of the ways that I've heard it described is there's a oneness between all of us. There is no separation. And as I was sitting with the talk, being connected, my dad would say, sentient and insentient beings, that we're all connected from that place of oneness. So that's trees, rocks, people, bugs, plants. Lorenzo says, Amber, I saw you talking to the plants. Right? And that's like, they actually can feel and sense a relationship with people. You know, your tree's dying. There's a relationship that you've had with them, and that there's a death. And you've had many deaths with lots of trees over the last couple days. So there's this connection that's happening, and through the practice of Zazen and seated meditation, that you develop that muscle or that sense of oneness between people and things that most of the time are overridden through the thinking and the mind. And so this oneness can be practiced and trained, so that as I'm in relationship with others, that when I'm sitting with them and listening to them or talking, that I'm not trying to figure out what's happening next or what am I going to do next. I can be present and aware with who I'm with or the group that I'm with. And that's actually felt, whether somebody knows it or not, that there's something happening when someone's being present and aware, coming from that oneness place, like we do in Sangha. So to practice it and experience it and feel it, that it can then carry out into your relations and into your gardens and into your walks, into your training as you nurture and take care of your body. Because that oneness also goes with inside yourself, is like that being one with yourself and being connected to all parts of yourself. And so as we practice sitting together, that I'm reminded of that oneness and that connection. And it's one of the biggest joys for me to connect in stillness and silence without words to the Sangha. I mean, to be in, Ed was in New York. I was in Chicago and Dylan was in Waimea, and we were all sitting online together from this place of oneness. And I could feel it in my body. And then to sit with the 6 of you here and both of you online, that I'm connected to that oneness. And it carries on as we move throughout the day. Tomorrow morning, take that minute to 20 minutes to sit in stillness and silence, to remind yourself to connect from that place, to be in relationship with others from that stillness and silence place. Because there's something happening underneath the words when you're in the grocery store, when maybe you're negotiating a bid on a job, when you're teaching a class or working with a student, that's happening. There's a connection happening underneath the words that are taking place. In my relationship with Amber, as we sit together and talk and share, is that me? Wow, that's interesting. That's the oneness. Can you check that? Sounds like my speaker just kicked on naturally. Yeah, that red speaker. That oneness just came through the speaker. What timing? It's our sauna music. Yeah. So the joy that I get from being in that connectedness, from oneness, that we're all connected between each other through this place in my heart, in my hara, and then I can connect with my mind, all 3 of those happening all at the same time through my words, my heart, and my hara, and vice versa, hara, heart, and mind. And for me, starting from the hara and working my way up into the heart, and then using my mind to communicate what I'm feeling or wanting to express between others or my relationships, no matter where you are. So sit every single day to remind yourself of that oneness between every living and non-living thing. There's a connection that's happening, whether you know it or not. Me and Amber got to be up in the redwoods, hugging these big trees and feeling these 2,000-year-old groves of trees that have been standing for centuries. And man, they had a lot to say, and they weren't words that were telling me things. It was something happening to my body. I could feel it, and that's a whole communication system. So as we sit for these next 10 minutes, just relish in that oneness with yourself and your hara, and then the oneness between all of us sitting here in Sangha tonight. So thank you for coming again. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sitting together. It's an honor to sit in stillness and silence and in that oneness. So, domo arigatou gozaimashita is thank you very much in Japanese. All right, let's go ahead and get into a position. Move your body if you need to get into a spot that feels good.